Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Hi, hello, my name is Loey and it has been a doozy of the last 24 hours. I could not sleep last night, so I stayed up and I was literally filming a drugstore haul with like products I have sitting right next to me. I had done my makeup for that and it was literally like 2 in the morning by the time I had done my makeup and done my filming and stuff, and I couldn't sleep all morning. I think I took a nap at like 5, slept until 6, woke up, and so I've had the same makeup on for like 19 hours at the point that I'm filming this. So my under eye circles look really bad. It's because I can't sleep. I've just been up. I don't know what it is. I've not been able to sleep and I don't even feel tired. I'm really wired actually. And so I was like going to unwind, take off my makeup and everything like that, because today I did like a lot of moving and house stuff, and I saw that the Dear David thread had been updated. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna get all the way re-ready so that I can film Dear David and then try to go to bed. So if I look a little bit tired, if I don't look as fresh as I normally do, honestly, this has been on my face for way too long. And I am okay. I'm not overworking myself. I can't sleep lately, and I'll tell you guys about this dream that I had at the end of the video. The Dear David update is not very long, so I thought I would tell you guys about this really weird nightmare I had last night, just so, you know, it was a longer video, because typically I don't upload very short stories. But the Dear David update is really interesting, and to make it more interesting, I didn't read the whole thing before I jumped on here. I typically try really hard not to read the entire Dear David update before I jump on, just because I like to kind of react naturally with you guys, if that makes any sense. But Adam updated about an hour ago, and so many of you guys tagged me in this. I was literally going to tweet him today saying, I miss you. Like, I literally miss him on my timeline. I miss these stories. I miss these videos. Like, I am Adam's biggest fan. I am David's biggest fan. It's a thing. So anyways, all right. Sorry for the long delay. Honestly, I wasn't sure I was going to tweet again. Thread. After what happened a couple of weeks ago, everything stopped. Well, sort of. I wasn't having dreams anymore and I was feeling better. I was sleeping through the night again. Like, I've been sleeping fine and I have lots of energy during the day, but sometimes I can seem to sort of lose time, I guess. Sorry, I was reading that and immediately processing it in my mind. That's like a really common sign of a demon, losing time like that. That's red flag number 1 for me. Like, I'll look up at the clock and realize a whole hour has gone by and I don't remember any of it. Or I'll mishear someone and ask them to repeat what they said, but they'll say that they didn't say anything. Little stuff like that. But after what I've been through, that's not a big deal. Despite all that, I felt ready to put it all behind me. So on Sunday, I opened Twitter intending to update you all that it was over, or at least I thought so. I just want things to go back to the way they were, and it seemed like they had. I was writing something to that effect when I noticed I had way more notifications than usual. I swiped to my mentions and saw that everyone was tweeting to me about something I'd posted to my Instagram story the day before, saying they saw something weird. The stories are expired now, but I have screenshots and I don't know how to explain it. Long story short, I went to brunch on Saturday with a friend. I posted a few photos to my story and they were fairly unremarkable. Here's the first 2 I posted, totally dumb and normal. And the bottomless mimosas picture, like, literally me. They're totally boring brunch photos. I posted one more photo of me and my friend before leaving, and that was that. But the next day I had a zillion messages about the 3rd photo I posted. People had taken screenshots and sent them to me. This is what somehow got uploaded to my Instagram story. This is the base photo, and I'll obviously put up a bigger screenshot right here. Weird in itself, but like, I don't know, just weird and glitchy, but like, here's what he says, and it gets worse. I have no clue what happened. It looked perfectly fine on my phone when I uploaded it. I'd say it was just a glitch, but I can't make sense of what's happening with my face. Maybe I can. I know what it looks like, what it probably is, but I don't know if I care anymore. I really just want things to be normal again, and things feel normal enough right now. I don't know. I guess I'll keep you updated if something else happens. And then somebody in the comment section, someone had tagged me in this, posted a photo, and apparently if you turn it upside down, there's like an entire new face, which it's like perfectly like a David face. It's like slanted and almost, oh God, it freaks me out really bad looking at it. So it's really eerie looking. Definitely like a kiddish kind of cartoon animated face. And I'm pretty sure that Adam knows that too, but he's clearly so scared at this point. I think he just doesn't even want to acknowledge it anymore. It is so weird that he updated today because I've just been noticing that, you know, for a while I thought he was following that 11-day cycle where he was posting like every 11 days or so, and then he wasn't doing that. And I was like, he's just posting randomly now. He doesn't care. But then today I was literally going to tweet him like, I miss you. I miss Dear David. And I really do when it's gone. And this happens. It is interesting now that it's kind of going over to Instagram. You know, before it seemed like this was really centered in on Twitter. You know, it's like a Twitter thread that's gone viral, and now it's sort of bled over into Instagram. So maybe the story is expanding, or maybe David is just desperate to be heard. But regardless, I really want to know what you guys think of this update. I literally had to peel myself off of the ground and say, okay, I have to film this because I knew how many of you would be waiting for this video the second it went up. I love filming these Dear David updates for you, so I'm sorry if my energy seemed low in this. I really do love them so much, you guys. It has just been a rough 24 hours. My brother and I wound up going to Milledgeville's abandoned asylum, and that was crazy fun. I have an hour's worth of footage from that, and it was totally unplanned. It was just super spontaneous. I ran errands all day with my house and whatnot. I literally leave for LA at the end of the week again. It's super busy on this end. I have vet appointments all day tomorrow. I have to go see the lady at my new barn. It's going to be a really busy day. So if I look or seem exhausted, please know I have not lost interest in the story. This update really captivated me, really interested me. I like that it's a little more toned back from some things that we've seen recently. And I think this newest photo of David is really eerie to look at. Now, I want to make another Dear David conspiracy theory video, and I think that'll be coming up soon. I asked you guys to send me theories, and then I didn't really even read through them, so I need some time to kind of curate that video before it could be a thing. So I think that I'm gonna skip over the theory talk and just ask you guys right away, what do you think of this one? Do you think that face is creepy? Do you think it's a total coincidence? I think it's obviously there, whether it was planted there or whether it is like just the creepiest thing on planet Earth. Like, I'm someone who is victim to a glitch that I had nothing to do with. If you guys remember, a really long time ago, in one of my first ever paranormal stories, and one of mine that went viral eventually, I had a glitch where one of my eyes turned red. So I don't put anything past anybody. I'm not here to dissect anyone's story, but there's very clearly a face there if you turn the photo upside down. Super eerie, but I don't know, I just hate uploading short videos, and that's really the end of that. Could I sit here and blabber on about Dear David and how creepy this update was for a little while? Yeah, but I think instead I'm gonna tell you guys about this really weird dream that I had last night and like the hour of sleep that I got. It was weird because I got like an hour of sleep and then I took another nap like right before noon, and the dream like picked back up where it left off. So that's all I've experienced over like the last little bit, is this weird dream that I had. And I just thought I would tell it to you guys. So in my dream, my mom had decided to buy the Amityville horror house. And this is not a house that has been on my mind recently. I want to do a video on like the story of the Amityville horror, like kind of looking at it from a conspiracy theory standpoint, like what's true, what's not, the lore behind it, but also like some of the terrifying things that have been captured there. And I don't know why it was in my head, because I haven't thought about it in a few months. Like, it's not even a subject I've even thought about recently. But I had this dream that my mom wanted to buy the house. We were like going on a tour, and I don't even think it exists anymore, but we were going on some tour of it, and my mom was like, I really want to buy the place. And the guy was like, the tour guide was saying to her like, well, you can buy it for like $1. No one wants to buy it, and no one wants to live in it, but you can have it. And so my mom buys the house, and she's gonna do all these crazy renovations. Like, she's selling her house, and I'm like, Mom, this is a terrible idea. All of this horrible stuff happened here. So we're like in the house, and no one will go inside of it. Like, no one will go inside of it. And like, not me, not my brother, not my mom, not my mom's boyfriend, nobody. And Haley comes down to visit, and for some reason the Amityville horror house was in Georgia. But she comes to see me, and she's like, Loey, we have to go inside. Like, we have to go inside this house. Like, true Haley stuff. Like, that's my girl. And so I'm like, okay. So we go into the house because eventually I'm gonna live there, and she's telling me like, this is gonna be great video fuel. Like, you know, all of these things happened here, but maybe we can help some of the spirits that are trapped here, like this and that. And eventually I was like, you're probably right. So we go in the house, and it is my house from my childhood. It's one of the houses that I've had, if you guys remember a few months ago, I uploaded a video about this nightmare I've had for 10 years now in a row. And it wasn't that nightmare that I had last night where like the things were swirling and there were all these demons. This was a totally new nightmare. But it was one of those houses from that series of nightmares that I've had for a decade. And I walk in and I'm like, oh my God, like we're in the wrong house. And I turn around and the door is gone. To leave, right? I turn around to leave and the door is gone. And I'm like, crap. So Haley and I are walking through the house and like all of this scary stuff is happening. We're just hearing giggles, doors are slamming. Long story short, eventually we get out of the house. And Haley and I go back to my mom's house where she still technically lives because the house scares everybody and no one wants to live there. And she's like, we have to film a video. Like this is like, we have to talk about our experiences. So we sit down to film a video. And we're talking about our experiences and whatnot, and suddenly the lights go out, like in the room that we're filming in. The lights come back on, and there's like just, I can see the top of a head of black hair on the floor. And I'm like, oh my God. And Haley suddenly starts counting down. And she goes, 3, the lights go back out. They come on. The head is up higher. Haley says 2, lights go out. Head comes up higher when they come on. 1. Lights go out. When it comes back up, there's like this girl with long black hair. She has one eye and it's like a demon eye, and she starts screaming and things are falling off the walls, and it was terrifying. And it was so weird because Haley in my dream just said, go away. Like literally as calm as she possibly could, and the thing like vanished. Like this demon thing went away. And Haley was saying, well, we have to go back there. Like we have to go back to this house. And I was like, are you crazy? I never want to step foot in there again. But eventually we do go back and my entire family goes. It's crazy, you guys. In my dream, like my family was going like crazy on each other and everyone was going to murder one another. It was the weirdest thing in the entire world, like hands down the scariest dream, but I wanted to talk about it. Super bizarre because last night I was saying in a video how at night sometimes I can't sleep here because I just feel really uneasy, not like spooked, but just uneasy. And like every one of my family has had experiences in this house, and that was probably just a nightmare, but it was just weird. And so I couldn't sleep at all. And I don't know, it was just the strangest nightmare ever, but I thought I would throw it into this because it wasn't quite long enough to like give its own video to anyways. But you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and go. I'm gonna go edit this video. I really hope you all enjoyed. By the way, to make this so much weirder, my camera just shut off, but I don't really use this camera anymore, so that could be totally normal. I'm only using this one because it has a bit of like a face blur, and my face in person is just looking like this makeup's been on for a little bit too long. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go. I love you guys. I will see you in the next video. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.